Hey everybody, welcome back to round two. We're Drew and Dan are back in the booth, and Spencer will be here in a moment to cover round two.
Yep. So this is Matt Kling versus Michael Callahan. Matt is a regular player from Oasis Games, and Mike has played on the Pro Tour before, and he is generally plays with like Aaron Marinaka and Travis Padilla and those guys. So they're both 1-0 right now, so this should be a pretty, hopefully, interesting match.
An interesting note, Matt has drafted this set none times before today.
0 times?
0 times.
Oh, well, he's got one win already, so that's good. And he is playing, looks like Simic, so we've got another Simic deck, and Mike is playing Gruul with a little bit of a blue splash, so he is splashing blue.
He's playing a Thespian stage, and he played a turn 1 Glaring Spotlight.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna roll in round two.
This is my opener. What's up?
I think he's playing, let's see, 13, 15. He's playing 18 land. Mike is. Matt has the conventional 17, 1 Guildgate, 8, 8. I'm trying to see what his blue splash is for. He's got, let's see, some Gruul cards. He's got a Mind Eye Drake. He's got a Rapid Hybridization. He's got a Borgarigmos.
Yeah.
So that's,
I like him already.
So that's probably why he's playing 18 land. He's got 2 Gruul Charms main deck. He's got a Gruul Rage Beast, a Frenzy Tilling, an Urban Evolution. So
there's a splash for blue.
It looks like he's playing some sort of ramp deck.
He wants to play big fatties and punch things in the face.
He wants to play his Burgaborgs.
Bobo.
I am full support of this plan. Me and Bobo, we tight.
Yeah, so he's got, let me see what, he doesn't have any key runes.
What did he
has
Thespian
no
stage there?
Verdant Haven.
He just like Thespian stage, just like forest
islands,
or something?
Maybe one of Matt's islands, so that way he could...
So he can Urban Evolution or something?
Yeah, so...
Sick Rife. Let's see here. It looks like it says island on it.
So now he's got one of each of his colors. So so he's a ramp deck without Verdant Haven or key runes, I guess. So
overrated. Who needs them?
He's got Frenzy Tilling.
Matt's actually got some questionable cards in his list too. I'm not really high on Hydro form.
I've actually sided it in, but I don't like main decking it. Like I'll side it in versus the Boros decks because it blocks Sky Knight Legionnaire, right?
So going back to our references about awesome creature names, looks like we got a Shamble Shark on board.
Actually, Matt has 3 Shamble Sharks in his deck.
Was that something about not wanting more than
No, but Shamble Shark was the one that we said
that
we like Cloudfin Raptor and Shamble Shark are the ones that we think that you do want multiples.
You mean like that one?
Yeah. And interestingly enough, the 2 multiples that Matt has in his deck.
I feel like he's doing everything backwards though. He played Frilled Oculus first.
He probably drew really weird.
Yeah. He's like, Frilled Oculus first, then my Shamble Shark, then my Cloudfin Raptor. I did this totally backwards.
He did get evolve all 3 of them this time, I think.
Yeah, he's evolved. He has a 3/2 and a 1/2. And any creature in his hand is going to make that Cloudfin Raptor a very large man.
So do you just not attack with anything here?
Who?
Because I think he's just going to block the Shamble. Yeah, he just blocks the Shamble Shark with the transport. I don't know if I would have attacked with the Shark there. Maybe the Oculus.
Why do you attack there?
I don't know. I mean, like, because Mike's more than happy to throw his armored transport away, like his mediocre creature for the fish crab.
The fish crab.
Can't have fish crab running around. It's madness.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. If he has,
I personally don't want crabs.
I mean, if he has any creature that evolves the Shamble Shark, like it's.
It was a questionable attack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure sitting on. Yeah, so
I would have attacked with the Frilled Oculus just to
force the trade with the Oculus and the transport.
Right.
But I mean,
I probably wouldn't have main faced my creatures and then attacked with the Oculus.
Oh yeah. To get the point in.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, because he's not gonna block with the transport.
Right. That. So Mind's Eye Drake is actually one of my favorite cards in the set. When the card was spoiled, I was like, this card is so sweet.
It's like the original creature from Ravnica, Bell Tower Sphinx. That guy was like
that 2/5 that mills on blocks.
Yeah, whenever it is dealt damage, you mill.
Right.
Yeah, so it's very similar to that creature. Not quite as
It's got
good.
an eye on its chest, which is sweet. Like it sees through its heart.
Yes. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. So it's a Mind Eye Drake, so does it look into people's minds?
With its chest?
I don't know.
With the power of hearts.
Yeah.
So, is that
I don't know.
+2/+2.
Does he have a gate? He doesn't have a gate.
No, so he's just gonna.
It's unblockable if you have a gate.
Right.
So it's just a
5/3. No, it's a 5/3. It's +2/+2.
I thought it was +2/+0.
+2/+2.
What's the one that is +2/+0?
Are you thinking of Madcap skills?
No, I must be thinking of the one from N13.
I don't know what that one is.
The 4-drop +2/+0 unblockable with no conditions.
Oh.
Tricks of the Trade.
Oh yeah, Tricks of the Trade. Yeah. Yeah, that one's +2/+2. If you have a gate, it gets unblockable. So yeah, so he can't block with the Mind Eye Drake without losing it. So he's just getting in for 5.
Which is an interesting.
He played one of his 2 main deck rule charms and killed both of his really good creatures.
3 for 1.
So yeah, so that was pretty good. Again, like I said, Mike has 2 main deck rule charms. Apparently very good in this match.
Wow.
Let's talk about value.
I really like Rule Charm a lot, but I don't like it in Mike's deck. But I think it's going to work out for him pretty well.
That seemed okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna read. Matt has 4 multiples in his deck, and his multiple cards are 2 Cloudstone Raptors, 2 Hydroforms, 2 Drakewing Crassus, and then the Shamble Shark. So of his 4 multiples, 3 of them are flyers.
Oh.
Yeah.
And all of them die to Gruul Charm.
Right there, 2 Gruul Charms. Yeah, I mean, like, I like Gruul Charm in a conventional Gruul deck because you're like, oh, I'm playing versus Simic, and it's actually, you know, a sweeper for your guys. Or if you're playing versus Boros or Orzhov or whatever, you can just be like, oh, Falter, kill you or whatever.
Right.
But like in Mike's deck, I don't think he can get value out of the Falter. Like, I really don't.
He's gonna win with Bobo, bro.
I know, but like, what do you need when you have a bubble and play? What are you gonna Falter? Like, you don't need to do that. So
he just drew a pit fight,
which
does
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, because he's got the 5. Because Matt has the 5/5 that when it deals combat damage returns to your hand.
I think turn one. Oh,
Urban
wow.
Evolution.
This is drawing 3 cards.
So here we go. So if he hits 2 lands off of this, he's up to 7 mana. But I mean, we got to see what he draws.
There's so many mana. There's so many cards to draw. By the way,
1 land. Ooh, did he draw a Bobo?
He drew a Bobo.
So he's got 6 lands now.
And a Bobo.
Mike's deck is so schizophrenic. I don't know. Because look, he's got a Glaring Spotlight, right?
And he led with it. He played 2 lands. He has 7 lands.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So if he draws a land, Bobo.
Bobo's online, baby.
Well, but he won't have any land to pitch to it. But I mean, he gets 1 attacking with that guy. Like, maybe Dan can inform us on what Borgarigamos does exactly. Because Mike might cast it.
He's a 7/6 trample. When you deal damage to a player, you get to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Put all lands you reveal. Combat damage.
Right.
Yep. Otherwise, that'd be
yeah.
Whenever you deal
Otherwise, that would be an infinite combo.
Whenever you deal combat damage with Borgarigamos, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Any lands you reveal go into your hand, and then his second ability is the popular one that says discard a land from your hand and lightning bolt something.
Yeah. What did he just do? Is that the get a creature equal to the power? So it gets a 5/5, right?
The ooze, yes.
Yeah.
I love 5/5s. They're so large.
They are quite large.
What?
So he takes 5. He's going to bounce it back to his hand, but that's okay because he's got an actual 5/5 token. He's like, wait, this guy has a drawback?
It's actually not really a drawback.
Sometimes it's not a drawback.
Sometimes you're like, oh, I get to play my 5/5 3 times above all my guys?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. He drew not a land, unfortunately. He did draw a Burning Tree Emissary, so...
Oh, Burning Tree!
So I'm assuming he can cast anything in his hand.
I would assume so.
Oh
my god!
So he's going to kill the 5/5.
Oh.
So Gruul Rage Beast is a 6/6
This is the most unconventional draft deck I've ever seen.
Yeah. So Gruul Rage Beast is a 6/6 for 7. When it comes into play, it deals it fights basically. So it deals its damage to a creature, and then that creature deals it back to it. No, it's any creature you play, right?
Yes. Yeah. And then subsequently, any other creature that comes into play, you fight as long as that comes into play.
So if he draws a land, he gets to go Borgarigamos, like kill your best creature in play. I have a Borgarigamos and a Gruul Rage Beast. And then he's gonna
it looked like Matt was going to win this game. Yeah, we saw Mike. Thanks for showing us
he's flashing us his awesome hand.
He's just waiting for that 8th land to go crazy.
I honestly say when I saw it, my favorite card that got spoiled out of the entire set was Urban Evolution.
Urban Evolution's pretty awesome.
I'm like, I'm like, I want to cast this card in Standard. I want to cast it in Draft.
He drew a land, so
Oh.
Here we go.
I mean, is he just gonna go for it?
You played Burning Tree Emissary
Well, no,
first?
you don't play Burning Tree because it has to fight. Because Gruul Edge Beast is not an optional trigger.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so he just wants to I'm just gonna kill your guy.
I'd be surprised if Matt doesn't concede here.
I'm just gonna attack you for 8.
Roar.
Oh, they.
Okay.
Whoa. Well, that's a thing.
Yeah, so Matt's not in a good spot, I don't think.
Oh, look, Mike's child wants to play.
She's at so Matt's at 12 now, right?
I think so. Even though that's not enough to save him because, well...
What is that card?
It's the Flash 6-mana 4/2.
He's playing that card?
I guess.
I thought maybe for a second it was Mystic. How sweet would Mystic Genesis have been there?
What is this? What is this card called?
Merfolk of the something? It's a hybrid card, right?
Yeah.
Merfolk of the
The
Depths.
depths.
I mean, it evolves your Shamble Sharks, I guess.
Shamble Shark.
So, it doesn't even evolve Shamble Shark that well, because once it's a 4/3, it doesn't evolve it.
Yeah, so it has to be the third creature you play, and it's 6 mana.
Yeah.
It seems bad.
Yeah, isn't he just dead to Glaring Spotlight?
Yeah.
He just Glaring Spotlights and smashes him for...
He doesn't even have to do any
15.
land triggers. It's just enough to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, unless...
He's got to get the sick life, and
What does Matt have? Does he have like a Simic Charm or a Hybridization?
he does have a Simic Charm.
So he has a Simic Charm. Does he have Hybridization?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
He's
don't see
blue.
it.
I don't see it on
So
there.
the only out he has of this is a Simic Charm.
And that's only a temporary solution.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really solve. Yeah, so he's leaving mana up. So he's got to have Simic Charm. I mean, what's Mike's life total? I mean, I don't even think he needs a pop Spotlight.
No, he can just...
Like this is the X guy, right? The Nimbus Swimmer, right?
But
Oh,
so,
yeah.
But
Yes,
so
that's what
here's
that
the
is.
thing. So, I guess the question is like, so how big? Well, he doesn't even. If he balances Bobo, he can still cast him and then end up killing off his other guy. It's a temporary solution.
Well, bouncing
to
anything here is pretty bad, considering
Can
anything
range
he
beast.
bounces is just gonna like kill
Fight.
a
He might
guy.
kill a guy, yeah. Yeah, so he's not even gonna pop Spotlight. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna attack you.
He's like, do you have answers? I'm gonna make you
Well,
play 'em."
the thing is, Matt kind of gave it away because since he didn't tap out for Nimbus Swimmer and leaving 2 mana up, meaning that he probably
kinda-
has something.
He's either faking or he's telegraphing it. You know.
Yeah, and
one or
I
the other.
think Mike's done enough Gate Crash drafts where he kind of has he figures he either has Simic Charm or Rapid Hybridization.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, zero to none's draft, like
Yeah.
for Matt's part.
Yeah. So Matt's kind of like, I can
And he's
bounce
facing down a
your
monster beatdown.
guy.
I think that I would have conceded it.
Yeah, don't show him anything else.
Right, exactly. I think that's probably the correct thing is just to concede and just realize that you're not going to beat these 2 bombs.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe Matt's digging for more information because, like,
Do you need more information?
well, but Matt's deck is pretty conventional, right? He doesn't have anything
Right.
super tricky. I mean, so maybe what you do is you do this, you chump, you don't cast Simic Charm, so Mike doesn't know you have Simic Charm, and try
Right.
and maybe get Mac to cast like another creature or something. That might be what like.
But at the
right
same
play is.
time, Mike also knows he doesn't need to overextend himself
Yeah,
either. He's
Mike
like,
doesn't need to play anything else.
he's like, I know what I
and he drew
have.
a land too. All right, yeah, Matt's
So there
just
we go.
conceding.
Yeah,
So-
so he didn't show charm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And after Gruul Rage Beast followed by Borborygmos is hard
How
to deal with.
often
I
have-
actually kind of like that play from Matt because like so what he does is he casts him as Swimmer, leaves up mana saying I have Simic Charm, but then doesn't play it and just concedes. So it's possible.
There's no room. I wrote.
It's possible that Matt Mike this is kind of when you're in people's heads where Mike is like, well maybe Matt doesn't have Simic Charm, maybe
Right.
Matt's just bluffing Simic Charm and doesn't have it in his deck.
Is he
but-
thinking of splashing this Merciless Eviction onto the
In
board?
his sideboard. I mean, does Matt actually have any counter spells?
No, but I want to know how easy he can cast this.
Well, he has Thespian Stage, which doesn't fix his mana because Matt is Simic.
So he'd have to splash black and white.
Yes. I don't know. He won the first game with his rather, glaring spotlight
He has a
into...
Simic Field Gate and a Gruul Gate, interestingly enough. That's kind of cool.
So the question is though, I mean, does he need to change anything at this point? He's just like, look at my bombs that win me the game.
I mean,
Because the question is, has he seen enough from Matt to make like a hard sideboard decision considering how game
Well,
went.
we're
Matt-
trying to see what he had in his sideboard.
Yeah,
at all.
so Matt's just a conventional Simic deck. I don't think. I mean, maybe Voidwalk.
Oh my gosh, he has a Clan Defiance in this deck.
Oh wow.
Oh god.
Yeah. So
Mike's
Why
deck
would
is
you-
the nuts.
I mean, how awesome is two Gruul Trunks main deck versus Simic? Like,
I'm pretty sure that this is the most unconventional draft deck I've ever seen.
well, he's 1-0 and he's up a game, and I actually
So-
like his deck versus
I mean,
Matt
All right,
right
so
now.
I just got a text from Easton Henry, one of the players in Salt Lake. He says, Mike's deck is super derpy. It's awesome. Yeah,
But it's like, so we got Gruul Rage Beast, we've got Borborygmos, we got two Gruul Charms. You said what? We got a Clan Defiance. Is that what you said?
yeah, Clan Defiance team is like, this is the deck you want Clan Defiance against.
Yeah.
and
like-
two Gruul
And
Charms.
so, like the deck's like, check me out. I'm gonna splash blue for shenanigans, but
Well, mostly Urban Evolution, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I'd splash blue for. If my deck already was just like all fat
I-
things, I would just
yeah,
play
I-
the Urban Evolution.
I actually really like Urban Evolution in even the conventional beatdown Gruul decks because, like, 3 cards is 3 cards, so that's always
3 cards
fun.
is a lot of cards.
Yeah, so I mean and especially in this format because like there's not a lot of 2-for-1s.
I hear recalling is really good.
Well, yeah. Well, it's more like concentrate, but but yeah, I mean, so yeah, I definitely like Urban Evolution even in the conventional Gruul decks, and in a deck like this where you're trying to cast Gruul Rage
Yeah.
Beasts and Borborygmos, hey,
Yeah, I play
extra
Harmonized
land
in
drops.
I play Harmonized in like all of my EDH decks.
it is pretty good. So they're shuffling up. So Matt doesn't have any counter spells, right? I mean that's probably the best card.
I didn't see any counter spells. And what counter spells are there in blue green other than
There's
the
Mr.
Genesis?
Genesis.
I think that's it for blue green.
I
Because
guess
there's not
I
a
guess-
mono blue one. The other one's blue black.
Yeah, I actually like Psychic Strike and Dimir, but yeah, I can't think of an actual just blue counterspell, which is kind of a little weird, but... Alright, so, looks like they both kept their 7. Leading off with the...
He has all 3 colors.
I really
Oh no, he
think,
doesn't have a red.
I really think Matt needs a Shamble Shark here.
I think
And
it has a
he's
Shamble
Madcap
Shark.
skills? What is... I don't know what's going on with Mike's deck.
Yeah, Mike's deck is insanely like.
It's the most schizophrenic deck I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is like a deck that doesn't know what it is.
Alright, so he's
but
got
somehow
Shamble
it does
Shark.
things.
Looks like, is that a Simic Charm?
Yeah, he does have a Simic Charm.
Yep.
I don't know that he would ever. Why would? Frilloculus!
Alright.
Shovel Shark!
Fish Crab!
Ah!
Fish Crab gets in there.
Shamble Shark is the best card because his name is Shamble Shark. And he's not a shark. That's why it's twice as.
Oh yeah, how is he? He's not a shark.
But he has like a hammerhead. If you
That's
like look
how.
at the picture, he has,
That's true, yep. It's a very odd creature. Alright, so why is he does he have something he can play over Madcap skills?
why he has an armored transport. That seems
He
pretty
has
sweet.
Biovisionary? I mean, is Biovisionary just better than Madcap skills in his deck?
But
'Cause
you
it's
can
a
play
2/3?
your Madcap skills on your armored transport and have lots of fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, do the Boros thing or whatever, right?
Right.
Where you, like, suit up your transport, but...
So those of you just joining in, we're just started game 2 of Matt versus Mike in round 2 of the draft portion of the Utah Invitational. Mike is up game 1 after playing, Gruul Rage Beast and a Borborygmos.
Yep.
And this game 2, Matt's coming out swinging a little bit faster than he did the game before.
He's just pumping Oculus, which... Not the best, but I mean, he's still doing...
Wow, this is a surprising play. Why? I don't know that I agree with this. He's rapid hybridization the
Shamble
Shark.
Yeah, that seems off.
like right now it seems off. Maybe it's a better play later on.
Does he have like an answer to the token? Because that used to be a classic trick with Pongify, where you'd like, Pongify
Right.
their guy and then bounce it or whatever. But I don't.
That was a weird. I mean, the best interesting. You'll note that he drew the Mind's Eye Drake the turn after he did that.
Right.
Maybe at the Drake, I would have thought that was fine, but
Well, but I mean, Drake blocks Shamble Shark whether it's a 4/3 or 3/2.
right, that's
so,
true.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just worried about that.
I don't know. It didn't change anything at
I
the
know
moment.
because
I guess it saved him 3 life.
yes, but that doesn't seem very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe he just
Half a
figures.
fog.
Maybe what Mike figures is that his hand, like he can win the late game, right?
Huh.
Yeah, because he's like, hey, I've got a 4/4. Deal with my.
Did he have
4/4.
that before? I didn't see it.
I don't know, but But what Mike probably figures is that like he's the control deck for sure, right? Even though he has madcap skills. But we'll ignore that for the moment. And just so he's the control deck. So he has to try and get to the late game so his bombs can come online. And if that involves just playing healing salve, then
Wow.
I guess he's just dead.
Wow.
So I guess all right.
I went to go check on our live totals and the game ended.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he just died.
Play a 4-4. Oh, you died. Oh, well, sweet.
Yeah. So I that's probably Mike's reasoning is that like he's just got to get to the late game. So if that involves playing healing salve, playing rapid hybridization is healing salve, then he's got to do it.
Does Mike know that we're not drafting Rise of the Eldrazi here? Like,
that this is a
this is like
this is Zendikar, not Rise of the Eldrazi. And you know the funny thing is I've never drafted like any of those sets, but I know like Zendikar is the beatdown draft format, and Rise is the I'm gonna cast like Emrakul because I can like.
Yeah, you're like turn 2 Overgrown Battlement, turn 3 Overgrown Battlement, tap my Overgrown Battlement, play an Overgrown Battlement, untap, cast like Ulamaga's Crusher, and they're like, oh, this is awkward.
So now that Mike's kind of seen what Matt is capable of, does he have sideboard decisions?
No, I think he knew what he was playing against going into game 2.
Yeah, I mean he played all that stuff. Game 1, right? Like he played Drakewing Krasis, he played Shamble Shark, he played Philoctopus, he played all that stuff.
I love that Shamble Shark has flash because like when you leave 2 mana open on turn 2, you're like, I know you're gonna play it. I don't know why it's not main phase.
Like it shouldn't have flash or whatever. But I mean the nice thing about Shamble Shark is when you draw him into those middle to later turns, and like when you're like, I only have 2 cards in my hand and I have like 6 mana, and people figure, oh, you're mana flooded, and like all of a sudden you either have a surprise attacker,
suddenly
surprise
you put
blocker.
In a first crab.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad, right? Like I mean,
right.
Well, and the flash can be relevant. You know,
yeah, sometimes he's a Doomblade.
It keeps it from is Doomblade. It keeps it from dying from like muggings or things like that because those are sorceries.
You can even potentially surprise evolve things, right?
Yeah.
Like attack with my Experiment 1 into your board.
It can't throw off someone's math.
Yeah, so I mean, the flash is kind of nice. But yeah,
like why not add more keywords? Hey, why not?
But yeah, on turn 2, generally versus a Simic player, they pass. You're like, all right, gonna get the fish crab.
Gosh. So there was an interesting. I don't know if you guys read the comics on ManaDeprived.com, but they did a comic where they're like the real adventures of the Eldrazi, and like they're throwing an octopus and like spaghetti and like all this stuff into a pot. And they're like, oops, we created the Eldrazi. We need to move these guys away from Ravnica. So they like send them to Zendikar. They're like, we didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. So like, they're like Experiment 1 was actually not Experiment 1. Like the Eldrazi were the first. And they're like, oh wow, we messed. Let's tone this back a bit, guys. Because when you look at the Eldrazi, they look like they're something created by Simic.
Yeah, they have a bunch of tentacles and.
Like, you can't look at Emrakul and not go, this looks like something Simic would make.
There's an anime joke in there, too.
So we were talking about, I watched Cabin in the Woods earlier this week with Aaron and Brandy, and I
don't keep this hand. If Mike keeps this hand...
Is it a one-lander?
I looked...
No
2.
way.
It's got a forest. 2 forests?
2 forests?
Oh, rips the mountain!
So good at this game.
He's like, and he just doesn't
even shuffle it.
He's like,
So I was playing a legacy match against Shadi Badran. He's another one of the players in Utah with a lot of pro points.
Yeah.
He's been to the Pro Tour a bunch of times. But Shadi's actually really easy to get on tilt.
So, yeah.
So what I would do in this match, while I was land screwed, but every time, I was land flooded. But whenever I would draw a card, I'd my hand and smile, and be like, guess what I do? And then I'd set a land down.
Yeah.
So he thought I was ripping lands every turn after keeping a one-lander.
Oh, yeah.
And I put him on tilt big time. It was sweet.
Oh, Matt looks like he's stuck on 2 lands. And Mike just keeps drawing. I mean, he is playing, what, 18?
18 of them.
Right?
No, Mike is playing 18.
Yeah, Mike's playing 18.
Yeah, Mike's playing 18 lands, so...
Oh, and he's got a Clan Defiance in his... What? He has double armor transport?
He is on the beatdown plan with armor transports. Oh, there's
Shark!
Something crabs.
Yeah, fish crab. And Matt still did not draw a 3rd land.
Puts
So
him in a very bad spot.
Yeah,
I think he's still at just, swings here. Like, he wants the armor transport off the board, and he doesn't really care which Which one of his creatures dies?
Well, Oculus won't die. I mean, Mike. I don't know if Mike takes it or not.
Does he want to
Does
race
he
him?
take 5?
Like take 5 is pretty rough. Yeah,
Right.
so,
I would have attacked with the Shambles Shark and offered to
and
trade.
force the trade. And if he doesn't trade, you're doing 5.
Yeah.
Or 3 and
Wow.
what?
Wow.
What is that? The enchantment that you tap and give a creature flying?
Yeah, he's gonna be jumping a Shambles Shark.
Is that
way to jump the shark? You might say.
Double Gruul Charm.
It seems bad versus double Gruul Charm. You know, it seems really bad against the Clan Defiance in Mike's hand.
Oh yeah. But it is a sorcery.
Oh, okay.
They're both sorcery abilities, so I don't think that will ever come up.
Wait, Gruul's an instant, bro.
No, but
No,
Clan Defiance is
Clan
sorcery.
Defiance is a sorcery.
Oh, both abilities are sorcery.
Yeah,
abilities.
so Clan Defiance is a sorcery, and the land is a sorcery ability. So
it can only do it to attacking creatures, or during your turn.
I think you can only do it on your turn.
That would
Pretty
make
sure.
no sense.
I'm pretty sure it's called Sky
Games,
right?
Yeah.
Should we get someone to check on
Yeah,
that?
check on Sky Games.
Yeah, check
Find
on
out Sky Games.
I'm pretty sure it's a sorcery. So now Mike's debating: do I just want to like Clan Defiance your face?
This is when he wanted to draw his Natcap skills, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, Matt Cap's killed. Yeah, he's just nugging him. He's saying, kill your guy, hit you for 2. All right, you're at 12.
Activate.
No, he's splits it equally, right? He deals him 3 and the creature 3.
I know, because it's a red and he's showing us he's got Pit Fight. I don't know what else he has. It's a red and a green and Axe.
He has
So
2
does
blue cards, a Pit Fight, and something else.
And Sky Games can only be activated when you could cast a sorcery.
This is why Drew is on the Pro Tour and I am not.
I don't even pay attention to junk cards like that, but I'm just like, oh, okay. We were actually playing Timeline, and Alex was like, Drew, Man on the Moon. And I'm like, well, 1969. He's like, no, the movie. And I'm like, 1902. He's like, I don't know how. Do things ever leave your brain? I'm like, no.
On the moon. The movie.
Yeah,
the original or the remake?
no, the one from yeah,
Wow.
the one of the first science fiction film and stuff. So he drew a thespian stage. Oh, 4/4. He's on the bad beatdown plan, which is working.
Matt should draw lands. That
More
seems like
Shambles
the
Sharks.
play here.
So we took 2 more. So I think is Matt at 10?
Oh, Matt forgot to one time. Oh, he drew a land anyway.
So what's going on?
Well, Matt drew a land.
Okay, so does he have 2 or 3? It's 3,
That's
right?
He has 3 because the other
The
cards are
Sky
Sky
Games.
Games.
Yeah. So I think I don't know what Matt does here.
I don't know how Matt wins.
He
this
doesn't even
game.
have. Does he have a Simic Charm? Because at least Simic Charm buys him some time.
Oh, is Shambles Shark going bigger?
And none of these things really block well at all. I mean,
Just take it all. Take it all. Take the truck.
He can double block the Thunder Fist, but he's Pit Fight 2 in his hand, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. You know what? This
And he has Experiment 1.
Why?
Yeah.
He has an experiment in his deck?
No, in Mike's deck. Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Because sometimes you mize and put a madcap skills on it and win the game that way. So I think you just serve with team, right?
Yeah, obvious.
Yeah, so he just serves with team.
Take it all.
Do not double block.
No,
the Thunder Fist?
I'm clearly being sarcastic.
I'm like, I think you double block the Thunder Fist with Oculus and Shamble Shark, because Shamble Shark's a 3/2, right?
He is now.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I mean, like, Matt's got so many cards in his hand, and he's kind of...
Whoa.
So he's just going to take 6 and go to... He's at 10, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Looks like he's at 4.
So he drops an Experiment 1. I think he can Pit Fight, like, the Shamble Shark.
Matt, I don't think Matt has an out at this point. I think Matt's just done.
Getting stuck on 2 lands for so long in the game just kind of, what do you do, right?
Oh, yeah, I personally like drawing 4. But
Yeah. I mean...
in my deck that doesn't have anything that costs...
you know what the worst is when you're like stuck, when you keep like a 2-land hand or whatever and you don't draw a land for forever, and then you like end up having to pitch a bunch of spells to live, and then you're like obviously start drawing land because you have a bunch of land left in your deck. So
Right. Yeah, I have a problem on Moto where this was actually in the pre-release. I kept a total of, in the pre-release weekend, I kept a total of 5 2-land key ruin hands. And I did not draw my 3rd land on time, one time this entire weekend.
So he's got clinging in enemies. I think I'd Pit Fight the Shamble Shark.
That's
you know,
a
in
very large
response.
crab.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So he's gonna kill. So he's gonna kill it with the evolve trigger on the stack.
Right.
Yeah. So the Shamble Shark just eats it, and now he's got a 1/4, a 1/3, and a 3/1.
Do you think Shamble Shark tastes good?
I don't think he was. Well, I said he was eating it, but it's a pit fight, so he's just like punching him, right?
I don't know. It's a very large dude. He could
He could just eat him.
He could just eat him.
I guess he could.
Shamble Shark was. I mean, he was getting a little bit.
Oh, is that a Gruel Charm? Oh, so he could like falter, kill him. He could.
I think
there's no way.
This is done. Unfortunately for Matt.
Let us see if we can get a nice deck tech in between after this round really quick.
Okay. Yeah, so I think Mike's just debating, do I just falter or do I kill your guy?
We should do Trav's.
Travis Padilla.
He was just in the booth, though.
Yeah,
that's right.
So that's the match. Gruel Charm faltered, end of the game. So Mike's very interesting schizophrenic draft deck is currently 2-0, so he will advance to be playing in the 3-0 bracket. Matt
Which will be our last round of draft.
Yep, Matt falls to 1-1, but we still got 5 more rounds to go, so he's still